Welcome in now Aaron Elmore, Esquire, attorney and Republican strategist. Aaron, great to have you back with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, I'm also hearing we have Benny Johnson with us as well, from Turning Point USA, Chief Creative Officer, host of the Benny Report. Modern man, Renaissance man, he's everything. Benny, great to have you with us as well. So,
guys,
I want to,
modern man. I'll take that. He's a modern man.
Everyone kind of makes these jokes about President Biden and the one word, whatever it is for America. But I do think if you guys look at this GOP letter, there are reasons to be concerned here. And this is the same thing that Democrats talked about when we saw President Trump drink water with two hands. That was like, a national emergency for Democrats. But Aaron, I think this letter deserves some consideration. But my question is this: what happens if we actually get the test results back and they're really bad? President Biden already looks so weak. I mean, that would be really the end of his presidency if it's not over already.
Right, and I think that's why Democrats should probably be proactive in trying to come up with a strategy or plan other than hopping them up on medication and hoping for the best while they hold their breath. This is really alarming, all of this behavior. This isn't one incident. Your montage showed a litany of circumstances when Joe Biden just didn't look well, didn't speak properly. And as you indicated, when we were talking about President Trump, whether it was the drinking hands with chew water or sort of taking his time walking down a ramp, the Democrats wanted to basically commit him to a nursing home and call it a wrap. And why don't we have equal treatment on the other side? It's always one standard of behavior for the left and another for the rest of us. But I do think that the Republicans should push this action and see where we go from there. But hold on a second. Doesn't that mean Nancy Pelosi is even one step closer to the presidency?
Yeah.
Frightening stuff.
Yeah. Option number 2, not great. Option number 3, not great. So that's where we're at right now. That's what's concerning here.
What do you think, Benny?
Well, okay, so this week the White House released a video of Joe Biden unblinking for 30 straight seconds, looking like a robot or like he got into some of the carpet parmesan that Hunter left lying around. Who knows? No one can know.
Yeah, and I can't even get a Wikipedia page because all of my references are from conservative outlets like Newsmax, so it just shows you something. But here's let's talk about it from a common sense perspective. So the average person sitting at home watching liberal media, they say we're not in a recession, but then they go to the grocery store and prices are high. They go to the gas station, they're having a hard time. These people are going to work every day, struggling to make ends meet, seeing that everything costs more. I think they're starting to say, wait a minute, this isn't right. And I think that's where the Democrats are going to have a big problem. It also shows the American people, wow, every Democrat in Washington thinks I'm really stupid. And the American people aren't stupid. They're struggling every single day to pay their bills and put gas in their car and put food on the table. And our government says, we're doing great. We're having a better quarter than last time. I think this is going to be a real impasse for the Democrat Party. And as I say often, November cannot come soon enough.
There were 47 edits to the Wikipedia page. Benny, I think there were also 470 edits to that video you referenced with Joe Biden. Did you guys see the outtakes? That was a little weird. But I just, we're going to talk to Dick Morris a little bit about this too. Robo Joe. Robo Joe, that's the new nickname. But have you guys ever seen anything, just such a bald-faced lie where they're just like, yeah, no, we're just going to change the definition, and even though we're going to get called out on it by all the media, not just us, we're going to stick with it. Have you ever seen anything? The commitment is actually pretty impressive.
Yes, John, to answer your question, yes, let me interject here and say that I have reread a book that I read in school, and it should be required reading for all American children.
You got to fight the fight here and keep talking about these issues.
Yes, but I did think it was interesting, a while back that 1984 creeped up again on the bestsellers list. People are tuning into this stuff. They know what's going on. It's a great book. Read it again. George Orwell, fantastic. Round of applause for George Orwell. Great to see everybody. We got Meme Team and Worst Takes coming up with Aaron and Benny a little later in the program, so stay tuned for that. Also, we're going to talk about this crisis for the Catholic Church. A show of the week and Meme Team right after the break. Bianca will be here, as well as Benny Johnson and Aaron Elmore. They're coming back. Stay tuned. Republican strategist and attorney is here with us. So is Benny Johnson, host of the Benny Show podcast and the Benny Report, which you can catch on Newsmax every weekend. Great to have you back with us. So that's Bianca's worst take. I mean, gosh, Hunter Biden getting to marry his daughter at the White House doesn't seem fair, but he is the most privileged guy in America. Hunter Biden has to be. But Aaron, let's get to your worst take. What do you got for us?
I mean, there's so many terrible takes from the week, whether it was Kamala and her she, her pronouns in the blue suit, or whether it was the Turning Point USA situation with The View attacking them. But I'm going to have to go with this. Joe Biden failing to blink for 30 seconds straight. There are already questions about his cognitive abilities. This only solidifies almost everyone in America's concern. This person is not well. He's clearly agitated. He's pointing, he's raising his voice, and he's not blinking for 30 seconds. I don't know if he can get worse than that. And by the way, in these times we're living in, things unfortunately seem to be getting worse by the minute. And Benny talked about it on our last segment. How do you not blink for 30 seconds? It's absolutely crazy. By far my worst take of the week.
Yeah.
I play this game with my oldest daughter. We look at each other and we stare and we try not to blink. And I told her, this is the boss you have to face after you've beaten all the other non-blinking bosses. Robo Biden.
Said there's no recession in his comments yesterday. He smugly says, hey, we're going to spend $4,900 billion, Jack. And that doesn't sound like a recession to me. It sounds like a true international pressure.
My worst take
Just
of the
don't
week.
let Paul Pelosi drive down the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
Don't let Paul Pelosi get behind the car on the yellow brick road.
Call an Uber, Paul. That's all. Anyway, so we've got Stacey Abrams. This is my worst take, jumping on the Little Miss whatever trend, and she wrote Little Miss future governor of the great state of Georgia, and I agree with her about the last part. Georgia's great and all, but of course has conjured up comparisons to Hillary Clinton's terrible take on her birthday. Yes, happy birthday to this future president. And that tweet is still up. I guess you can't take it down if you're Hillary Clinton, but that. For more on this, Aaron Elmore's back with us. Great to have you with us. And your sharp wit after 2 weeks off. Benny's sticking around as well. And we'll get to Bianca's meme at the tail end here. All right, Aaron, as we like to do, let's start with your meme. What do you got for us?
So I was really shook by the fact that Vogue featured President Zelensky of Ukraine and his wife on the cover. Aren't they supposed to be in the middle of the war? I made this myself, by the way. So I was drawing comparisons to them and, you know, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. It's like, these people are famous. And, well, Prince Harry, of course, is trying to be a bloviating celebrity for the left. And I don't understand how you're in the middle of a war zone and families are praying for their lives and loved ones. And you're like, hold on, let me strike a pose. And I tweeted something the other day. I said, to the people of Ukraine who are fighting for their lives, don't worry, your president is on the cover of Vogue and U2 is doing concerts in your country. These celebrities are absolutely ridiculous. And what does this tell us about our government and what's really going on there? We're funneling all of this money over there. I just pray for the innocent people that are caught up in this, as our president would say, malarkey.
Well said, Aaron. And Betty, so over to you. And I believe we have 2 memes from you. So tell us what we are looking at here.
All right, let's throw them up. What do we got here? Ladies, ladies, ladies. If he owes you gas money, if he likes your kids more than you, if he said he was going to cancel your student loan debt and now he won't text you back, it's not your man. That's Joe Biden. Okay?
Yeah.
Come get your mans.
Get wise. Okay? Come get your boy. Come get your boy. He's asleep.
Yeah, Aaron, great to have you back with us as well. We'll see you next week for Meme Team.
See you next week.